everybody. Welcome back to another episode of First and Last. My name is Josh, and with me this week, we have Joe.
Hey, man.
And Claire.
Hi.
Hi, Claire.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Did some painting today?
Yes, you can tell I still
Yeah,
can't tell
you got
over
some on your
myself.
leg.
You wore some paint with your shorts.
Well, it's hot. I had to wear shorts.
Yeah, you were like, I'm not super comfortable in shorts, so I'll paint some pants on a little bit.
I kind of wish I had painted pants on. No, those are accidental paint.
God, that'd be terrible if you painted your whole legs. It's really, really hot here, listeners, by the way. Really, it's really hot.
It's that humidity. It just like hangs on you.
It's gross. Minnesota's gross right now.
Yeah.
Don't move here ever.
Stay out.
Stay out.
It's wet.
It's wet. So Jimmy's not here. He's like driving into a hurricane or something. I
He's a
think.
storm chaser.
Yeah, he's a storm chaser now.
Yeah.
But I really do actually think that like he was going to like somewhere like around New Orleans or something like that, and I think they have a hurricane.
Oh, yeah, they got Barry.
Yeah, Hurricane Barry. He's a jerk. He's gonna rain and flood everybody.
Well, pouring out for Jimmy, I guess.
Nah.
Oh, Jimmy.
Not gonna pre pour one out. That's just wasteful. But
Dude, our food is like totally here.
dude, go get our food.
I'm gonna go get that.
You go get our food while Joe explains to the listeners what this podcast is all about.
Hey.
Nailing it.
I was trying to stall while Claire got out of the room. This is First and Last. We take a TV show, oftentimes a show we know nothing about, just to like set your expectations right. And then we watch only the first and last episode.
Truth.
We make some predictions in between. A lot of times the predictions don't land because, again, we know nothing about this show.
Last week's episode was a very interesting one because it was one of those. First episode was like, oh, this show's going to be amazing.
Mhm.
And last episode was, man, I wish this was just the length of the first episode.
Mhm.
And then I think that would have been amazing. But it was like an hour and a half. It was
Oh.
like too long.
It was just like really big final episode,
Yeah.
and it under-delivered.
Yeah. Well, just like it could have delivered all of it in the same 30 minutes instead of an hour and 20 minutes or whatever it was.
Mm.
But today we're doing a show called Episodes that we just
Yeah.
very randomly picked.
Well, you guys did extras last week,
Yeah.
and I feel like I mix up episodes and extras a lot.
Have you heard of this show before today?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I maybe have heard of extras
Yeah.
because I thought that one of these shows was like there's like British people trying to make a TV show.
That's this one. Well,
with a famous person who was in a different TV show.
yeah, that's this one.
Okay.
Because Extras is, well, listen to last week and you guys can figure out what Extras is. But yeah, I took it because I didn't know. So the TV star that stars in it as himself
Mm-hmm.
is Matt LeBlanc
Mm-hmm.
of Friends fame.
Yeah.
You might know him, Ross Geller. No, but
Famous French actor Matt LeBlanc.
the only thing because I didn't know Matt LeBlanc was literally in anything else besides Friends and then Joey.
Which was like the spin-off they
Yeah.
tried to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because for some reason they thought, a TV show based on Joey is really gonna go somewhere.
Yeah, their first pick was like Courtney Cox or something.
I bet
They just like ended up with Joey.
No, like even like Matthew Perry said no. Like, what is he doing? He was in some like weird movies.
Yeah, he did some movies. And I think a lot of coke, so maybe he was busy.
Could have been busy. But so this episode's running 5 seasons, 41 episodes. Looks like it was on Showtime,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's on Netflix, so us peons can watch it.
Netflix is free,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
pretty much.
it's basically free. It's like a set it and forget it kind of thing. And you just go, oh, that's where that $10 went.
Yeah, somebody spent $10 at some point.
Yeah, probably me. Claire, have you known anything about this show at all? Did you hear about it before today?
I mean, I didn't have time to like look it up because you guys just decided what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about the show besides the little write-up that we read. Had you even heard of the TV show Episodes?
I've never had Showtime, so I think that that's probably why I've never watched this show. But I've heard of it.
Okay. You were already ahead of me then.
Like, I knew it was a thing, but I also never engaged with it.
I mean,
Do you know anyone with Showtime?
no. I didn't
you,
have
Joe?
my parents weren't rich, and none of my friends' parents were rich growing up.
Yeah, I could not name you a Showtime show.
True Blood.
Is that Showtime?
I think so.
Nurse Jackie, maybe? I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know. I don't have regular...
Do they have, like, really good... I mean, they're, like, high quality. They're, like, HBO-like.
Wasn't Dexter Showtime?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. There you go.
I think Dexter was Showtime. But so, like, I mean, I mean, it's pretty obvious. We're all older millennials. It's like we don't watch TV on TV. Well, you watch PBS, Claire.
I love PBS,
But
I also watch it streaming.
That's like
so.
it's like a weird hipster thing, sort of. And then, but besides that, it's like who has like premium like cable? Who has cable in general, and then who has premium cable? Who's not like retired? I don't.
Yeah. It's like I want some cable, but I want some extras too.
Yeah.
Part of me
I mean episodes.
Part of me would really like to have that for like a weekend.
Yeah, one weekend. But do you want to pay
Like go to a hotel?
Do you want to pay like $120 a month to like have like
no.
those cool channels?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But there was definitely a point in my life where I felt behind because I didn't have cable. So.
Oh, I felt like sad about it when I was growing up. Like
yeah.
I wish we had cable and like HBO and stuff, and we didn't. And then some of my friends had like cable. So like, oh, we can go over and watch like MTV.
Yeah, it was like TRL is where you go
Yeah.
to watch when you don't have cable.
There was a summer when I was like 15, we had cable. So I feel like we just moved, you know, and,
Yeah,
and the
you
cable
get
company was like, you get the cool channels for like 8 months. Would like rush home to watch Total Request Live. Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
TRL? Dope show. Joe, you deep in research right now?
I was just like looking up some awards. Matt LeBlanc won a Golden Globe for his role in episodes.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, so you know, this show's got to be great. It's an award-winning role.
The second
for
you
Matt
started
LeBlanc.
talking, all of a sudden your microphone just went bah! So deal with it, listeners. I'm sorry, I can't fix that.
What I'm trying to say is Matt LeBlanc is the greatest actor of our time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a problem.
So you said there's British people in this, and
So-
that's all I heard.
So it seems like the premise of this show is there is a husband and wife British duo that go to Hollywood, USA, and try to make their BBC Hollywood show or BBC show that they made into and make an American version of it.
Okay. This
So-
could be good.
They try to make the American version of The Office. I don't know. But then I believe it's starring Matt LeBlanc because he just plays like a satirical version of himself.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm down.
He won a Golden Globe for playing himself. It's
He's
crazy.
gonna be good.
So what kind of TV what kind of TV show are they making? I'm assuming like maybe they're filming the pilot or something on this first episode.
I think the pilot within the show is maybe like a workplace drama.
Like The Office.
See, I don't think
Yeah.
that. I don't even
Not a
think
comedy, though.
that's gonna be in this yet. Like they're still setting it up.
Oh, they're not even at the TV show part.
Yeah, no. But you think a workplace?
I could see like
I think it's gonna be a rom com.
I could see it being an audition. Like that's kind of the beginning of the show. Is like they're auditioning and then they like find Matt LeBlanc and I don't think he's the perfect candidate.
Yeah.
But I think he's like the best they're gonna get.
Or he's the most famous.
I was thinking that like it was gonna be like a serious drama, like when they had it in Britain, but then when they brought it over in America, they wanted to make it like a broad comedy, and that's why they got Matt LeBlanc.
Okay.
And like that's gonna be a source of tension. Is like Matt LeBlanc is making this show more silly than they want it to be.
I would hope it's like sci-fi. That would make me laugh. If like
I'm into that. Like, I fear it's going to be just like Matt LeBlanc's single dad that moved to San Francisco or something like that. And it's like, I'm dating and it's weird.
okay.
That's what I think the show's about. But I think the actual pilot episode of the show is like auditions. Auditions are happening.
Mhm.
and then they get him somehow.
I feel like he's like he doesn't even have to audition. I feel like they're just like we're fucking getting Matt LeBlanc.
What if Keanu Reeves like auditions? you're gonna let him do what he needs to do.
I guess they can find him another role, but I feel like they treat Matt LeBlanc like a big star. Like
Like right off the bat.
yeah, and I think that he's like unwelcome to the British writers.
Mm. I mean, I'm just ready to watch it. Let's be honest.
Let's go watch it.
Okay, let's watch this first episode of episodes. I don't know. What are they called? It's probably called episode 1.
It's probably called Pilot.
Pilot. So we'll see you after Pilot. I can't find the stop button. And we're back from episode 1 of episodes called episode 1.
Yeah.
Was it just called episode 1?
Yeah, they're
Wasn't
all
Pilot?
just called episode 1, 2, 3. Literally, that's the names of all of them.
Okay.
Like in every single season. So season 2, episode 1 is just called episode 1.
And the show's called Episodes.
Yeah,
As advertised, just a bunch of episodes.
I kind of like that.
it's not bad.
Mhm.
I have a write-up.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, I can read. After winning another BAFTA for their hit sitcom Lyman's Boys, Sean and Beverly Lincoln are approached by an American television executive, Merc Lapidus, who woos them into recreating their sitcom for an American audience. After initial hesitation, they decide to accept his offer and make the journey from London to Los Angeles. On their first day in pre-production, Sean and Beverly are told that Julian Bullard, who stars in the British television program Lyman's Boys, will need to be re-auditioned for the American adaptation. They also learn that Merc has lied to them and has never seen an episode of their show. Bullard's not given the job, and Matt LeBlanc is given the role instead.
Yeah.
And we didn't even see Matt LeBlanc in this episode except for a future part or whatever, or maybe it was current day.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he was in that beginning part.
His car ran into Beverly's car because they were fighting over the show, and how Sean might have been stooping some other lady or something, and then she she got away. She left the house in a huff and got in her car and drove away, and then she sideswiped Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, that was
in his
6
car.
weeks earlier from then when the show picked up, which I thought that was cute. That makes me want to go back and watch the show again, because at the end of the show, that was them saying Matt LeBlanc is going to be the actor playing this part, and that's it. They just stopped the show.
Mhm.
It was a good hook for me to want to watch another episode.
Do you think this show is only going to be 7 weeks long?
I think so. Yeah.
I didn't think about that when I was writing my prediction, so I
Oh,
hope that's
I
not
guess,
true.
I think the
No.
first season is going to be 7 weeks long.
Okay.
Because I know it's already 7 episodes long.
Oh, is it?
See, I would think that Matt
Yes.
LeBlanc has got to get in there and get in a lot more. He's top build. So.
Yeah, I'm sure he's in there episode 2 right away. I just meant the
Do you think the end of the first season is kind of where the first season started
right
with
mhm.
the car accident?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I guess it could be. I don't know.
I like that more.
Yeah, because I did kind of look ahead at the
So you
structure.
cheated and you know this? This is fact?
What do you mean?
Is this gospel? Did you look this up?
No,
Oh, okay.
I mean they said 7 weeks. There's only 7 episodes. It lines up,
If anybody's seen this show, please let us know if that's true.
We'll never know.
and I only know how many episodes it was because I looked up. It was a fun 28-minute first episode, and I looked up the rest of the shows, and they're all 28, 29 minutes, and each season is only 7 and 9 episodes long.
It's actually, they got palindrome for their episodes because it's goes 79997.
Mm-hmm. So that makes it just super easily digestible. When the episode ended, I was surprised.
Yeah, it was fast, and then also just because they were just setting a show up and almost barely nothing got done,
Mm-hmm.
but you still knew everything that was occurring. The whole plot of the whole show was very well explained. I thought they came from London to make their show American show.
Yeah, and it's pretty funny, knowing going in that Matt LeBlanc is in this show, and that very last joke at the end of the episode is where casting directors call the writers and say like, hey, like it's not going to work out with the guy that you wanted, but we've got a really big star that's like lining up to audition. And they're like, oh, who is it? And then they say Matt LeBlanc. And then there's like 20 seconds of silence and like their face is just like drooping down. And then the show ends.
I thought they were at least going to go like, what? Like, you know?
Yeah.
They said nothing.
They went straight to black.
Yeah,
Well.
that last joke really like won it over for me. I feel like a lot of things earlier in the episode, like certain jokes didn't quite work for me. And then just that last thing just like really sold me on it.
There's like a couple, like, there's like 3 jokes that they did in this episode that I'm like, these are all going to like carry over through this whole season series. It's Merc giving them like baskets with lingonberries in them.
I totally wrote that down as a prediction.
Okay. It's funny. Well, I wrote one of these down as a prediction. The second one is like the columns getting in his way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, because I like that house that they live in. So like they put him in this like really nice house, and they're excited about it. But everything's a little bit awkward and paper mache. And then they find out it was just like the reality TV show.
Yeah, it's just a reality TV show mansion essentially.
That's amazing.
So that's why a bunch of the columns are just fake and they like knock them over.
And then the third one is that the doorman in their like gated community doesn't recognize them,
Doesn't know who they are.
and he like won't ever recognize them.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the jokes that didn't quite land for me because I got too logical in my head about it, where I was just like, how does this gate guy not know who they are? And then how does this scene resolve? Because like they cut from like them discussing like who they are, and then it cuts to them at the house, and I'm just like, wait, what just happened though?
I bet there's another half page of that scene like written down.
Yeah, that just like,
and they
wasn't quite funny.
And they did it, and then they were like, this makes even less sense now.
Yeah,
and it's not more funny. Like it's
yeah, they
the
just,
same
like, who
amount or
cares?
less.
And they cut
like,
it.
Fuck it, and they just changed. Like they'll forget about this. But then they remade the joke again, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys excited to watch this couple continue to fight and have like relationship issues? Or do you guys think that they're going to break up?
No, I think they work it out.
Yeah, I think the show isn't a show if they're not like fighting for their relationship.
I mean, we're getting into predictions right now.
I mean, I think that like even by the end of I guess if I'm saying that what happened at the beginning of this episode where they're fighting is the last episode of the season, I guess I would say by, mid season 2, they're like on the same page and like working together. Like, I don't think that's an ongoing thing that they're at odds about the show.
I mean, at least for a couple seasons, they have to be together just till like you can get the together humor of like two like Londoners like just dealing with American culture and especially the ridiculousness of Hollywood American culture, which is America on just shitty steroids, just doofus roids. So like I feel like they can't be like fighting when they have to be like learning. So if anything, they're gonna break up later.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be.
Do you guys know that Merc is a semi-famous actor-ish guy?
What's he in?
Mad About You.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love that
But
show.
he's not Paul Reiser, so who is he in it?
No, he's like
Helen
Paul.
Hunt.
He's like
He's Helen Hunt. He's married to Paul Reiser.
Well, his name is John. I forget his last name, but first name John. But yeah, so he plays like Ira, like the main
Oh,
friend
Ira.
in Mad About You. There's so much touching going on.
Joe's microphone sucks so bad.
Just hold the stick, Joe.
We're fixing this next week. We're fixing it. We're not recording. God damn it, Joe. I'm
Still
blaming you.
buzzing?
Yeah. I'm blaming you because you don't know it's buzzing.
What does he need to do?
He needs to know that it's buzzing and then fix it. But he can't hear it. Only I can. Because I have superpowers.
Superpowers.
I fixed it.
You did?
I mean, it's fixed right now for
But
another
yeah,
10
so
minutes.
the first thing I said to myself when I saw that guy was, I think he's in Mad About You. And I got really excited when he was because he was funny in that show. But I didn't really get much out of his character this time other than being like this stereotypical guy that's like gonna tell you everything you want to hear, and then you find out everything he says is a lie. Like he's never seen your show. He doesn't really know anything. He doesn't know you.
I mean, he basically sounded like every like agent or Hollywood exec played in every show ever, you know?
Yeah. So we'll see
But
how his part goes.
Right. I mean, I assume because that's just his role, you know? He's like he's just the comedy of being that, which in reality isn't really that funny, I don't think. Like, I didn't go, that guy's hilarious. But it is.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. No, I didn't get that from this.
He was more like plot or situationally funny. Like the character himself wasn't funny, but he would just like he would create situations for the other characters that would be funny.
Right, yeah, he could put him in stuff to do it, but I feel like
they had their friend who like plays Lyman in the original show audition,
Julian,
and then like the guy said that like he's too British or he's too English,
right?
And so then that forces them to like have him do the audition in an American accent, and like that is hilarious.
Yeah, and that was very like British comedy because it was like slow and it was like uncomfortable.
Yeah,
and so that
it was funny that it was not funny.
And I think that was one of the better jokes though when he like ended. He was like partner, and he's like, that would have made sense if I was the headmaster at a cowboy school. I was like, that's pretty good.
Which I hope they trickle in more of that because I mean it's like considered a British comedy, so I hope that there's a little bit more of that trickled in when Matt LeBlanc steps up to the plate. But we'll see.
You think Matt LeBlanc tries to speak British?
Actually, I bet there's a whole episode where that's like a thing.
Oh God.
But not.
I bet there's like 5 minutes in one episode where that.
Yeah. Okay. We'll put it that way. He's like, "Oh, guys, I'm gonna do this thing. It's gonna be great."
It's gonna be great.
Well, I also feel like we have no idea what his character's gonna be like. Like, is he a silly guy?
Well, we don't know.
Is he serious?
We literally don't know anything about the show.
Matt LeBlanc or anything.
So I assume he's gonna play the headmaster.
Yeah.
Of this boarding school.
Yeah.
And so he's Lyman.
With boys.
Right? And he's got boys. Hope this show doesn't get weird.
Oh, it will.
You think so?
Will it?
I mean, not that weird.
I meant Lyman's boys, not like episodes.
Do you have predictions for the show, Joe?
For the show Lyman's Boys?
Well,
I bet they shut down the school. Should we have made predictions for the show within a show?
I mean, no. No? I kind of did, I guess. Well, I'm just going to go with it.
My predictions are weak this week.
Well, my first prediction is that Lyman's Boys is becoming a movie.
Ooh, I like it. It's kind of like a...
Entourage.
That's what
Is that what you were going to say? Really? Is that what you were going to say? Okay.
I mean, you know what I thought of? I was just like, that kind of reminds me of, and all I could think of was Turtle. And I was like, oh, shit.
Entourage.
That's a character in the show.
Turtles Boys.
I think Wallace still doesn't remember them. I think that's an ongoing gag that happens in this episode. I also believe that Sean and Beverly are no longer together. I think they are separated.
Oh.
If not divorced, but I'm going to say separated because, that paperwork takes a long time, especially if you got married in England.
It really does.
Fly back.
They're going to file for divorce while they're...
So much work.
Yeah.
So many emotions.
And then the fourth one is I think Matt LeBlanc is winning an award for this TV show.
Okay.
Oh. Because he did in real life?
Because he... Oh, did he?
He won a Golden Globe.
Oh, God.
For this show. For playing himself.
Such a low ball. Man, maybe he's gonna blow my socks off in this episode. He wasn't really in this first one, but
yeah, we don't even know. His hair looked great.
I wasn't about to give Matt LeBlanc a single Golden Globe for Friends, so
yeah. So mine are similar but different than yours. But I got Beverly and Sean are still together.
Ooh, you believe in love.
And I wrote that they're probably moving back to England, and then I wrote that's not included in the prediction. So. Again.
Oh, that was like they're still together. Parenthesis, they're probably moving back to England.
Yeah, that was just like the secondary tier of prediction of that one. I wrote Smirkface is trying to get with Matt LeBlanc.
Oh, we didn't talk about Smirkface at all.
Yeah, we need to talk about Smirkface.
We should talk about
and I don't
girl.
know Smirkface's name at all.
No, there was a girl who was. There's like 3 people that work at the ad agency, the
Like
TV
the
studio or whatever. One is like the lady that's like basically in charge, sort
Yeah.
of. And what's her name?
Carol.
Carol.
Mhm.
And then there's a dude, and he might be a writer.
I think they said he's the
Andy.
casting director,
Okay.
and then I think they said she was the head of comedy.
Oh,
Which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Is that a role?
she just has like that constant face, like she's smelling a poop,
Yeah.
and like everything's kind of gross, and has very much that that what's that called? Voice fry, when your voice sounds really like that. Oh my god.
Like Valley Girl?
Yeah, that's like
Is that-
vocal fry.
Ah.
So she's got a lot of that.
She was one of the funnier parts in the show just because like the casting director guy was like, I've seen your show. I love it. It's so amazing. You're so great. Everything's awesome. It's so funny. You're great. Oh my God. It's superstar. 10 out of 10, 5 stars. And then she's just like, it was funny. Like that's all she said.
Yeah.
And then in the background of pretty much every scene she's in, she's always making a horrible face.
Yeah.
And she's
She's
funny.
pained by the moment at every moment,
Yeah.
and says like, "Oh, that's funny."
So
Myra Licht,
Oh, Myra.
the head of comedy of the network.
what did Myra lick?
Well, I think that she's gonna be like trying to go with Matt LeBlanc because I just needed to have something for her
Sure.
to predict.
Sure.
I think they're gonna get gift baskets with the berries.
So you went with the lingonberries, and
Yeah.
I went with the Wallace.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, so Carol was the other kind of major female role in this, and I decided that she needed prediction. And it said that she's gonna cry because of the show. Weak sauce predictions, guys.
Oh, she's a girl. She's gonna cry.
I thought she was a stronger woman than that, Claire.
She's gonna cry.
All right, we'll
I don't
see.
know why, but she's gonna cry. Sorry, Carol.
Stay tuned and see if Claire will make Carol cry. What do you got, Joe?
There's a Courtney Cox appearance
Ooh.
because I think Courtney Cox owes Matt LeBlanc a favor.
she was so terrible
In
in
Cougar Town?
Cougar Town?
Cougar Town.
I think she did exactly what they wanted her to do. I think it was just a bad idea.
I've had people like since that we did that pod that like really want me to watch that show and like it, and I'm sorry, not happening. Anyway, we
Don't
have
do
Courtney
it.
Cox.
I have that the show is ending, Lyman's Boys is ending, and they're pitching spin-offs.
Like a movie? for
like
instance?
Joey.
I guess, yeah, spin-offs. I have that I can't read this. Oh,
You wrote
it.
You wrote it.
I know it's bad. In British TV, a lot of times they do like the full-on show, and then there's like a Christmas episode
Oh yeah.
tagged on at the end. So I think this last episode of episodes is a Christmas special. And then I had Matt LeBlanc has a beard, but then I crossed that out and said the school in Lyman's Boys gets shut down because I wanted to have a show within a show prediction.
Okay. I hope he has a beard now.
So no beard. I think you can have both. You can get all the points.
Sure. He's not gonna have a beard.
Okay, no beard though.
I
I'm sure that's like in his contract. It's like I will not grow a beard.
I don't think has Matt LeBlanc ever had a beard?
No.
I have no idea. I'm like not a fan. I don't really follow
You don't follow
TMZ.
Matt LeBlanc?
I don't know.
I don't follow TMZ.
The TMZ article is there's a Matt LeBlanc has a beard now.
I'm
that
sure
would
that
be a
that would
fucking
be a
TMZ
thing.
article.
And they'd follow him and like yell at him and be like, "What products do you use, man?" Like he's terrible. Okay, anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're gonna rot your brains, listen to dumb shit. At least just listen to our podcast and not something TMZ has to say. Come on, people.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Come on. All right, should we get to episode 7, which is the last episode of season 5? That's what it's called.
Cool.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because it starts over every single episode season. It starts over.
Oh.
You have a face that you didn't like that. Did you
What?
rather it be called episode 41?
I wish it was called like episode 5.7. Wasn't it 5 seasons? 4 seasons?
Yeah. You wish it was just called
5.7.
like season 5 SO5 EP7.
Yeah. Because if they have 5 episode 7s,
They
Yeah.
do.
I don't like
You
that.
pick your favorite.
I really liked it at the beginning, and now I'm against this.
I like
Okay.
I like The Force Awakens.
No previews though. We have no idea what's gonna happen.
All right. Let's watch this last episode. Episode 7, season 5. Let's chat about the show.
So we're not sitting in the heat for that long.
Because it's the hottest world in the world.
Let's just turn on a bunch of fans in here. Totally worth it.
Just like dying in a bunch of fans. Well, we've done it. We finished the final episode of episodes.
Yeah, wow.
Is everyone really pleased with what they saw?
No.
I feel like you're waking up from a nap over there, Joe.
It pretty much was a nap, yeah.
Well, I got a quick 2-sentence thing or something.
Yeah, that was as short as the end.
Matt explains that he found the script for Sean and Beverly's new show contrived, and they confront him on the set of The Box, which is the title of what seemed like that game show
he was on.
They then develop a completely new show that is based on their own life. Meanwhile, Beverly helps a nervous Carol prepare for her lawsuit against Helen. I mean, half the episode was Carol, who we knew it from the first episode, and then Helen, who we didn't know, talking in a bathroom.
And it sounds like Helen was terrible to Carol and a terrible person.
Carol's a ball of emotions.
Yeah, and yet Carol's gonna get physically ill when seeing her and then go to making out with her. It just didn't seem like a rational, I don't know, maybe if I'd seen the show clearly.
Love isn't rational, Claire.
I understand that, but she was about to go into a deposition because she was gonna sue her. There's a lot going on with that.
Yeah,
scene.
was Carol suing her or was Helen suing Carol? Who was suing
Carol was suing Helen because Carol had gotten fired because Helen had, and then Helen blamed that because she has issues with love.
Don't we all?
So she then isolates things, or I guess it sounds like made this person's life miserable. It sounds like it was a terrible relationship, and I'm not cheering for it. And then apparently Matt LeBlanc plays an asshole throughout this whole show. He didn't seem like an asshole when we saw him.
Not too much.
Yeah,
no.
I mean, if he's supposed to be a charming asshole, we wouldn't have necessarily got that, right? We would have just seen the charm.
So...
And okay, so
yeah, that's all we got, really.
Especially the scene in the bathroom when the two ladies were talking, I was like, this really feels like this is a British TV show that is being written by an American that is missing the mark on what British TV is.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like it was trying to be slow and awkward, and then kind of be fast, and then be slow, and then have I don't know. It just was is this what they think that British TV's or something?
I don't know.
It was weird. It felt weird to me.
And different from the first episode, right?
Very different.
Because it felt like the first episode nailed the slow and awkward.
Yes. Yeah. And it just didn't. They did lost it along the way, or what?
Yeah. I mean, to your point about the bathroom scene, it was just a whole thing that I didn't care about. And I know that I haven't seen the rest of the show, but I feel like even just based on plot of that scene, we knew it was going to happen as soon as she walked in, right? As soon as she walked into the bathroom, we knew that they were going to make up or work it out or something. And it just kept going and going and delaying that point.
It was 3/4 too long.
Yeah. And there weren't really jokes in between.
No, there was they tried to put that lady that was pooping in the thing as a joke, but even she didn't have that many jokes.
Mm-hmm.
It was one joke.
Yeah. But maybe if we had seen the show, it'd be wrapping up all these pieces and we'd be really excited about it. It didn't seem like that either, though.
It didn't, right?
It seemed like it was just another episode. And then, oh, look, we're writing this other show. And then I did think the ending was cute, where it was oh, they're writing the show that we're watching.
Yeah.
They show Sept at us.
Yeah.
Did we do a write-up for this? Did I black out?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, it
cool.
was
you were looking
literally
at
a sentence.
I'll listen back to it later.
Were you watching wrestling?
Rollins won. He's going to fight Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Spoiler alert. It happened a week ago after someone actually listens to this. Now they're going to know that we recorded this a week and a half before it came out, Joe.
A little peek behind the curtain.
Yeah. I mean, it was boring. It was kind of boring.
It was really easy to tune out, which was weird because after the first episode, I was talking about how it's all just like 28, 29 minutes and really easily digestible. But for this, it felt really long, even though it was still like the 29 minutes that it's always been.
Yeah.
It felt really long.
really long.
Mm-hmm.
Really long.
But like, I wonder if the other episodes in this are going to be more like the first episode, or if there's like a writer shift or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I might give it a chance. I don't know, guys.
Well, it seems so. What I gathered from what they were like talking about, it seems like they did that Lyman's Boys show for a little bit.
Yeah, and then
like,
Matt like ruined it,
and
right?
then like Matt ruined it, and then those two started. They wrote a different show.
That was the beginning of this episode. They had written the show.
No.
For
It
Matt
sounded,
LeBlanc.
it sounded like they had another show.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
called Opposites or something. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. They
Oh,
said the
shoot.
name like opposites.
Yeah.
That's what I thought I heard them
something
say.
like that.
And then that was done, and then they wrote this new show for Matt, and then he didn't like it, which is funny because then they read it and they were like, "Oh, it's not very good." He's right.
Yeah.
And then he wrote the TV show episodes,
Yeah.
which is the show we're watching. And then that was the one where Matt
and then
was
Matt
like,
really wanted to play Matt.
right, well, because he was like, "You totally wrote this for me. You had me in mind," which they did for sure.
Yeah.
Because it ended up being episodes, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Which I'm not really sure how that works within this show because they were making faces while watching the opening credits like, oh, that's the person playing me. So they're writing the show that we just watched, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So within that show that they wrote, is there going to be an episode at the end where they also write a show of the show that we just watched? Does it just keep looping
It's
indefinitely?
like an infinity mirror.
Yeah, there's always going to be a show within a show within a show called episodes.
This is like the Lamb Chop song, like the song that doesn't end.
I
Yeah.
mean,
It just goes on and on, my friend.
they could just do what you would do, and then at some point not take that turn and break the show, go somewhere else. Because who knows where they started? It's assumingly they started from like literally the beginning of the TV show we just watched. Was that they flew to LA,
Yeah.
and that's where it started. So there's 5 seasons right there, and then they just tweak the ending if people still like it, and they keep on going.
Mm-hmm. If people in that universe of the show still like it.
Yeah. That universe of the episode, I mean, it's possible that in that universe of episodes, it only went like 2 seasons
Mm-hmm.
because they were like, Psh, this show's dumb. Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah, but it's always Matt LeBlanc all the way down.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's the constant.
Yeah. He's their god.
Yeah, in every sub universe, it's always Matt
Yeah,
LeBlanc,
Exactly.
and he's always dying to play himself.
I mean, this is making me like the show a little more. Unfortunately, that part of the show is not happening
Mm-hmm.
because the show's over.
Yeah.
So whatever. The infinite episodes universe.
Like
intriguing.
I don't know about you guys, but I was a full like, yes, I'm gonna go watch the show on Netflix at some point in my life after I'd seen the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
After seeing the last episode, ugh.
Maybe you give episode 2 a try.
Yeah, and like maybe it's like the first couple seasons are good or something like
Yeah,
that.
because
But
worst case scenario, you're out 29 minutes, right? And you can just quit at any time.
it is short. Like that's the other reason I thought it would be great. 'Cause it's like 7 episodes. You can't screw things up in 7 episodes, but apparently you can. In this last episode we just watched.
Well, I mean, just turn it on. Here's your challenge, Claire. Watch season 1, episode 2. Watch it like at lunchtime one day. You're just making yourself a sandwich. You're at home. Pop it on. Watch it while you snack on
I
that
like how
Sammy.
you're like explaining how to watch TV at lunchtime. Like yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
do that.
and then report back
Yeah,
to you.
yeah.
Okay, I'll work on that.
Matt LeBlanc is now doing a show on CBS called Man with a Plan. You guys ever heard of this?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, me neither.
I started this episode saying I literally didn't know Matt LeBlanc did anything besides Friends and
Yeah, I
Joey.
was just trying to see if he's still working right now.
He's probably a working boy still. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Man with a Plan. The couple who created the show are a married couple, television writing team.
Are they British?
Are
Are they named Sean and Beverly? Wait, is this part of the
Is this part of the universe?
The universe?
It's Jackie and Jeff Filgo.
Okay, I don't know who those people are.
It doesn't say where they're from, but they also did That 70s Show.
Oh, well, that's at least promising, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that 70s show being good. I don't
Yeah.
know if was good or that's just nostalgia, but I remember that.
We'll have to all tune into CBS and find out
Yeah.
or whatever.
Totally. I'll turn on my TV, regular TV that I totally don't have. Yeah. So Claire, you're watching episode 2 during lunchtime one day.
I'll let you know how it goes. But right now,
Joe, if Claire is at home and turns on that episode, will you stay in the room or will you walk out of it?
yeah, are you done?
Watching episode 2 of episodes.
Yeah.
I at least want to see how it gets wrapped in, right? I don't want a little taste of the LeBlanc. See where that goes. Seems like a character I could like. I like the idea of a character playing a exaggerated version of himself, kind of like the Beak and Don't Trust the Bee.
Yeah, the Vanderbeek.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Let's have another James Vandermonth. Has he been in more shows?
I feel like that joke's been done a lot, where like a celebrity plays like a crazy version of himself. Was that did Neil Patrick Harris do that in Harold and Kumar?
Yeah, that was. I think he was Neil Patrick Harris in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
But you get to do that when you're a celebrity. That's what's fun.
Yep.
I'm sure Tom
great.
Cruise has played crazy Tom Cruise. Because in a way, he knows he's a crazy ball man, right? He knows he's insane.
I'm sure Lord Zeno would never let him take that
I
role.
knew you were going to do a Scientology moment on that.
Hail Zeno.
Oh, Scientology.
I'm Theta
We're
level.
sponsored by Scientology.
I'm Theta level
now.
13.
No, they're a cult. We're not into that.
But they give
Oh.
us the money.
Dear
Yeah.
listeners, that's a cult. Like, if you're involved, you should step out. It's not real.
I mean, if you're not a Miscavige or a Cruise, you shouldn't be involved. But if you are a Miscavige or a Cruise, I think you're doing all right.
I feel like I'd be good at it. Is that a thing?
Being good
Can
at-
people be good at being Scientologists? I
Be-
feel like I'd be good at it.
I'd
I
be
don't
good.
think you have enough money, Joe. It's really expensive.
Is it expensive?
How do you feel about
And you don't, and your
the
budget.
sea?
The sea?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you go on the boats.
Mm,
they have a sea org.
They had an
I get
issue
kind of
with
They have like a
I get
submarine.
motion sick kind of fast, so I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I could be captain of like the land org, like just a different branch of the
Oh,
Scientologists.
you could found a different org in Scientology.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to write some sci-fi novels,
Yeah, write something about Xenu's brother.
and, like coming down to Earth and like getting the thetans out of the people.
Oh yeah, Xenu's evil brother like put the Thetans back in the people. And that's
So
my
you're
sequel.
like the devil, like you're like the bad guy in the religion.
Just like the yeah. If regular Scientology is like Christianity, I like come up with a religion that's like the Satanism of
Yeah.
of Scientology.
it's called
all
the
about-
Land Org.
Yeah, it's called Land Org, and it's all about just like being your own person and not listening to Tom Cruise.
Well, if you can make us some money,
Yeah, I mean that sounds like
I'm
not
kidding.
a
That
money
sounds like
making.
a cult.
I know it's like an anti-cult cult, and it doesn't sound like you can make money that way because people are just like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't be in cults," and then they leave.
Okay, so that's not gonna work out. But what about you, Josh? You gonna watch this show?
I'm signing up for evil Scientology. That's for sure.
It sounds fun
I
though.
want to
Right?
be my own guy. I want Master Evil Xenu to help me. That's just
want-
his brother. It's Xenu and Evil,
Evil
Xenu.
Xenu.
I don't want people
Xenu
to have to
spelled with a
hold.
Z.
Yeah, he's called EZ
Oh man.
because it's a good religion. It's easy. I'm not watching this show, Claire. No.
Okay, just checking. Just
I'm
checking.
gonna rewrite the pilot of Pie World to include my like anti-Scientology.
Yeah, let's put Scientology into the pilot of Pie World that we've been promising for months and years.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for this pilot to happen.
Well, we got to get picked up by a big Hollywood producer, or we need Matt LeBlanc to sign
Yeah.
on to our TV show.
We'll tweet at him.
Call up Sean and Beverly from the show, the quote unquote writers.
Sean and Bev.
Like, sup?
Yeah, predict something. What you got?
Oh yeah. So I put that Sean and Beverly are still together. So right on that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel really good about that. So I'm gonna give myself a 1 point. I put that Smirkface was trying to get with Matt LeBlanc. So Smirkface was only in this episode for like a minimal
She was,
period
like,
of time.
In this episode for 25 seconds.
And I think that that's also a reason why this episode wasn't as good.
Because every scene she was in, no matter what, was great whenever you got to see her face.
Yeah, it was just like, oh man, that girl with that face. Like, you know her.
If you can count how many times she's in episode 2, and if it's 10 or over, like just scenes, this camera flashes to her face,
Mm-hmm.
it's over 10, I'll watch it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll make sure to keep a tally with
tally.
like mayonnaise or something while I'm eating my sandwich.
What?
Wait,
I
what
don't
are you gonna draw? Like put mayonnaise lines on your table or something?
I'll take a picture of it.
Okay.
There's a gift basket. There's no gift basket, but Matt LeBlanc does bring a giant stuffed animal
It's a plush turd.
plush turd, which I feel like is very 2018 or whatever year this was made. Probably earlier.
Plush
than that.
turds?
Like, yeah, because you know that like poop, like emoticon thing got really big. Who thought that was cute? Like poop emoticons. Like, oh, I'm gonna make this into a pillow. Like, and are you guys into that?
I mean, I'm
No.
not gonna purchase a poop pillow,
Like they sell that stuff at like the Walgreens.
but they sell them because you buy them for somebody like you who I know you wouldn't like that, so I would buy that for you as a
So
gag
those are
gift.
gag gifts.
Of course they are.
See, I think somebody likes them.
Well, somebody likes everything because
I
at
actually
least
think they're comfortable.
Oh my gosh. They might be.
It's a nice little triangle pillow. It's great.
All right, so male Joe some poop pillows. Now I know what to get you for Christmas. I put Carol cries. She totally cried.
Did she?
Carol totally cried because she's like barfing.
You're saying like you think she cried because you tear up when you barf?
Well, you do. But she was like in love and then like she's like, oh my gosh, you're back to me. That's not enough crying.
I'm shaking my head because honestly I tuned out at that part, so I have no idea.
I feel like she was emotional enough to be like crying tears like this was a thing. And she cried before she had to go into that deposition when she was trying on clothes and stuff.
I'll give you a point. You're fine for
And there
it.
weren't any gift baskets.
No, I'm not giving you that.
But I got 2 points.
Nice. Joe?
I had a Courtney Cox appearance. That the show is ending and they're pitching spin-offs. That the episode is a Christmas special and the school in Lyman's Boys gets shut down and all were false, or at least unconfirmed.
I feel like you're talking really fast because you're hot.
Nope, it's just that all of my predictions were wrong. So
Okay.
just spitting them out, they were all wrong.
Just get him go. I'm pretty sure.
All of the things.
I'm pretty sure all of my things were wrong too, because I had Lyman's Boys movie, which that show had apparently been over for a while. So no. Wallace doesn't remember them. They don't live in that community anymore.
No, but they were like not let in something, so it was like.
But that security guard knew who they were.
Yeah, it's true.
Um,
Good point. Good
Sean
point.
and Beverly are no longer together. They are. And did Beverly have sex with Matt LeBlanc?
Yes, she did.
They said that.
Sounded
out
like
loud.
Yes,
yeah.
she did.
That is grounds for dismissal when it comes to a relationship.
So like,
If you are going out with someone, married with someone, engaged with someone, and they bang somebody else, you are no longer going out with that person. Like this, you're done.
I think there's some relationships that like work through that. You get some therapy, you talk through it, you like recommit. It's a thing.
I know.
I'm not gonna shame anybody's like relationship choices based
I mean,
on
I guess
that.
you can do what you want, but I'm telling you right now.
That's a no go for you. You're done.
What? No. Why? No.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, I'm not like able to
I have
handle
enough-
that emotionally. So like, I'm a no go for like a cheating moment.
I have
But,
enough
like,
self-respect for myself to be like, no, you're done.
We also don't live in LA in the like celebrity lifestyle,
I mean, okay, whatever.
so we don't know.
I mean, if you were in a relationship and you both agreed that it was fine, then it's fine.
Well, like think about like if you have your celebrity pact. Like if I was able to like hook up with such and such celebrity, and then you're like hanging out with them.
Do you and Joe have that? Do you guys have a
No.
list?
No.
I don't think that's a thing
Nor
that
do I,
anyone's
like-
ever done.
I think people do that. I mean, like if Becky Lynch walked in here and was like, "I want to like hook up with you,"
I mean, I don't have a list, but I guess I gotta make one now, right?
I mean, you and Lindsay can have that moment and talk to each other about it.
I'm sure it's probably no go.
You're writing so many notes. You're like,
Oh, I'm writing down Joe's score, which is 0.
"Oh yeah, rough
Um,
times."
But then my last one was Matt LeBlanc wins an Emmy, which no confirmation of anything if he won anything. So I got a big old donut as well. So way to go, Claire, for winning this episode.
I feel like a champion
You-
right now.
Yeah, you champed it hard.
I would just like to say thank you to everyone out there. No, man, crushed it.
Everyone at home is just clapping real loud.
Thank you guys for listening. I tried really hard. It's really hot in here. If
It's
you guys,
so hot in this room.
I wish there was a way that we could have that you guys like listen to this podcast while we feel this hot, because like you could feel the heat.
You know when you like make toast and you put peanut butter on the toast right after you make it and it's hot and then it kind of like goes from solid goo to like that kind of like running goo.
Okay, I've never ever done that. Do you put butter on first? No butter?
Why?
Just peanut butter?
There's already butter in the name. I don't need to put extra butter
Well,
on
I've
it.
just never ever done this.
You've never made peanut buttered toast?
No.
Oh. Do you like toast?
Sure.
Do you like peanut butter?
Yeah.
Give it a shot while you're watching episode 2.
Okay, episode 2, me and peanut butter toast, a little lunchtime snackadoodle.
And apparently a jar of mayonnaise to mark on your table how many times you see smirk face.
So gross. If it's at more than 10, though, I'll let you know.
Yeah, perfect. Joe, where can people give you 5 stars, compliments, and send you poop emojis?
At first and last, F and L.
That second one's the correct one.
Just Google first and last. And then find out that our email address is fnlpodcast@gmail.com. Also on Twitter.
Yep, he's right. That's all correct. It's too fucking hot in here. We gotta go.
We
just
gotta
gotta
go.
be done.
Fastest pod ever.
No, I mean, we're still an hour long.
Oh, average pod.
Most average pod ever.
Average.
All right. We thank you for watching and listening or whatever the hell you do. If you're watching, you're just staring at your phone or computer screen while you're doing this. But
Well, you do the YouTube.
it's still just a picture.
Yeah, but still
like
sometimes,
Yeah,
you
okay.
start looking at it.
Well, we appreciate you no matter what. We'll see you next week for another first and last. Oh, it's too hot. Bye.
Bye. So hot.